Hello guys. Today I'll be basically making a video, who I am and how I got into teching. First of all, I am Daniel Carson. I call myself the Airsoft God because I'm obviously a tech. Anyway, how I got into teching. This is pretty much basic. I mean, everyone probably got into teching similar reasons. Your gun broke. I went out, just grabbed some Crossman BBs one day. My friends are like, oh, they're not that bad. I'm like, okay, I'll just grab some for the day or something. Used them, and my gun broke. Wasn't feeding at all. Turns out, my tappet plate had broken. Now this is plastic, but don't worry, it's supposed to be plastic. So that broke, and I had a sort of boneyard gun that I broke in my earlier years. I think I jammed the stick down it to unjam it or something because I didn't have an unjamming rod. Anyway, that was pretty stupid, but yeah. So I took that apart, grabbed this part out of it, I grabbed the tappet plate out of it, and I put it in my gun. And it pretty much worked from there. But I did not do anything. I left it stock, and that was probably not a good idea, but it ran and it worked, so I was happy. And I was like, alright, so I fixed my gun. I must be pretty good at this. I thought pretty much that I knew it all and that I was pretty good at it. But turns out I did not know anything. I'd only thought that I knew everything just because I fixed the gun. But no. You gotta have first time opening your gearbox. It's a lot to ask for, but what you're gonna want to do is these mods. Most important of all, shimming your gears. Basically spacing them so they have most contact, don't grind on each other, and you're getting the most power out of them as you can. You don't want them wobbling around in the gearbox. You want them to have the most small amount of play or none as possible. But with that being said, you want them to spin freely, or it's probably worse than leaving it stock. Anyway, so I didn't do anything like that. I left it stock, and I went on, and a while later, like I said, I thought I knew it all, so I got into upgrading guns, and I go to Evike, like the worst store possible you could shop for airsoft parts. I got some stuff there, and pretty much tried to upgrade the guns. I was really focused on getting high FPS for some reason back then. So I was trying to run high springs, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I could not do it. It wouldn't pull it. And when it came down to it, I pretty much left most of my guns stock. I tried shimming, but I didn't have very much knowledge with it, so I wasn't very good at it. But practice makes perfect. Obviously, if you want to see this gun is shimmed perfectly or near it. Here it is. Automatic. Hell yeah. Now that is going to be a while from when you start. But when you're a really good tech, you can build something like that, and it's just amazing. You're the best player on the field. You feel so good about yourself, and it makes airsoft just so much funner. Or more fun, my bad. So basically, that is how I got into teching. That was a little bit of advice for you guys, what not to do, sort of. I mean, I wish I could go back, but now I can't. I mean, it's not a big deal because I didn't do too much damage to any of my guns. Plus, I pretty much replaced everything in there anyway. But yeah, so that's who I am, how I got into teching. Thank you for watching.